for whatever reason, I was thinking about the existence of police and whether or not they really are attacking every possible problem with equality, okay? Because I'm stuck on this idea that the food that makes it to the grocery store shelves isn't necessarily exactly what was approved by the FDA, if at all. And that there's not necessarily really any way to ever probably monitor all the, distribution centers and all the factories. It's probably not possible. It's probably not possible to monitor them all to make sure that, like, every canned good is the same thing and every recipe of, like, macaroni and cheese powder is the same and every can of chili is the same. So anyway, I'm feeling like if they can do all these weird random searching for dangerous things of the city, like even, women who only really had their 4 drinks, which Sex and the City said was okay. Maybe can we do some like random searches of grocery store food, some random samples, and have them, honorably tested to see if they are really what they even say to be. That's one thing to make sure that we're treating everybody equally, because I feel like everybody should be under equal scrutiny all the time, okay? Because you're assuming that they're actually giving us the food that they say they're giving us, and I think that deserves random sampling. Because the potential for long-term harm, I mean, hey, if we're admitting that there's microplastics and pharmaceuticals in the water, then that, at this point, that gives them, a lot of leeway, but most of them do filtered water as if they knew to leave that shit out of their food. But anyway, I'm feeling like that's one thing that could definitively, probably be policed more. Like maybe we want to send, armed policemen to, every daycare center or something. Because I feel like I feel safe at the grocery store. Like, I feel safe at the grocery store. I don't think kids are feeling safe at daycare. What else? What else? What else? What else could either go in scrutiny or need to be kept safe by policemen or security guards more? Well, how about some kind of like random sort of sweeps for, in like bar toilets and stuff? People are saying, you do random sweeps of bar bathrooms for like glory holes and toilet cams. If they're allowed to just like surveil bars, the women sitting at the thing ain't the big deal.